Let's go straight into it, I guess.
Level check.
It's good. I feel pretty good. You feel good?
I feel good.
Just going to scratch my bum on the seat first. Get that out
Go for
of
it.
the way. Okay, I'm suitably scratched.
Good.
Hello and welcome back to the How I Ripped Off Buffy the Vampire Slayer podcast. My name is Chip. I am with MC.
That would be me.
That would be you.
Yay.
Exactly. Yes. This is episode 6, which is Bad Ninja, part 2. And I forget, MC, was there a Bad Ninja in the last episode? Or?
What? Oh, his name began with C.
C, yeah.
Clive? Yeah.
Colin? Something like that. We are joking, of course. Because, yes, in the last episode, we found out just how evil Chip truly has become. There was a lot of beating up of police officers and officers. There was slapping their forehead of people in wheelchairs. There was throwing literal pools at people. And it would seem Chip has gone off the deep end.
In this episode, it's just him drowning kittens for the whole episode.
Well, I'm intrigued now to see if we're going to find out in part 2 of Bad Ninja if we're going to get any sort of reason. But I guess it'd be too early to kind of be like, oh, this is why I've gone evil. But then I really wouldn't put it past myself as 15-year-old me to write that to see what happens. And if we're going to see the fallout of like MC and Louise and Jane, how they're going to cope with another one of their friends going evil.
There's a pattern.
There's going to be a pattern. I reckon they're going to have some serious questions for Shin Khan, to be perfectly honest with you.
Did you give us evil roofies?
Well, let's not waste any more time. I want to find out if Chip is evil. This is episode 6, Bad Ninja, part 2.
Previously on Tamara Gayson.
MC almost believed him, but suddenly, Chip's look of surprise turned into a smirk. Then, he started laughing. Took you long enough to figure it out. His voice filled with evil intention. It was an easy fight for Chip, but he didn't let the officers pass out. He threw, spelt wrong, timid shots with his hands and feet, so they would feel the maximum amount of pain without passing out, until they couldn't take it anymore.
Chip! What are you doing?
It's like friendly Gollum.
Jay's voice was hoarse under Chip's tight grip and also a bit Gollum.
This thing is not Chip.
MC snapped. Guess again, Sonny Jim. This is your friend Chip in the flesh. Chip sniggered. Chip bolted for the door, giving Louise a firm slap on the head as he passed her. By the time MC reached Louise, Chip was gone, leaving everyone weary, shocked, and above all else, betrayed.
So, what you're saying is that Chip has turned evil?
Jay asked Shin Khan, who replied,
No, not exactly.
I'm pretty sure he has.
Yeah, I think Shin Khan's just trying to cover his own back at this point. He's like, guys,
Evil?
no.
He's just misunderstood. I mean, we've all been through bad times.
He's going to get a really bad review on TripAdvisor, isn't he? Worst ninja master ever. 3 out of 4 of his ninjas went bad.
3 out of 5.
No, not exactly. Chip is just lost to us at the moment. What he is experiencing is mental breakdown.
Not a mental breakdown.
I feel like this is like the sort of the tame psychologist that you have on the jury, call in the witness. Is, oh no, he was my client was a bad reaction to the sleeping pills they were taking.
He murdered 15 children, but it was because of the Lemsip.
What he is experiencing is mental breakdown, and he is lashing out at those who care for him.
Bullshit.
MC added.
Quite rightly. If that really was Chip who attacked me and Jay, then he must be under some kind of corruption spell or something.
I mean, yeah, he could be at this point. We don't know. That could be a thing. And that seems more likely than mental breakdown.
I mean, or it is just your idea of character development, where you just good or evil. It's like wrestling, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the other inspiration to 14-year-old Chip.
Yeah.
Who was like, there's Buffy and there's wrestling, and those are the only forms of media that I
That's
consume.
all I've got in my life, yeah. Otherwise, it's loneliness and sadness.
Chip did a heel turn.
Oh, I love you for knowing a wrestling term. But also, I think this is kind of MC... almost like grasping for straws, isn't he?
True,
It's like he doesn't want to believe his friend has turned completely. Like he just wants to. He's being controlled or something. There's a higher power or something going on.
I have read his soul. It is Chip.
Can you read a soul? Is it like a book or?
Yeah, it just says evil on it.
Shinno Khan's words were not helping anyone. MC wanted to still debate the point, but any doubts he had were put to rest when Louise spoke. What about pushing me down the stairs? Spell? I don't think so. Chip did it because Chip wanted to. Oh, there's a real divide in the gang about what's happening. It had been just over an hour since the gang had encountered Chip, and none of them could make any sense of it. This is kind of me going back to that kind of timing thing that we had from season 1. It's not as kind of intricate, but that whole kind of, it is 1 hour since this thing happened.
Oh, yeah.
It is 3:27 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, it hasn't been as... I mean, we know MC broke time at the beginning of this season, so it's... Jay had been so relieved when he... Hang on. Jay had been so relieved when he saw that Louise was, in fact, alive, but the news of Chip had again brought him down.
Saw that Louise
Right.
was, in fact, because Chip had said that she was dead.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
That's good. They sat around the dinner table, contemplating what to do next. I mean, they haven't got a lunch table, have they? Is this? I mean, I thought it was just a breakfast table that they had, but apparently they've got a dinner table now. Continuity, man. They sat around the dinner table, contemplating what to do next. Even Shinno Khan didn't know what the best course of action would be. I mean, he's read his soul when he's like, I don't know, there's no instructions with it. When Jack and Lee had put a knife in his back about 1.5 years ago and ended his mortal life, he felt angered that 2 ninjas he had taught would do such a thing. But losing Chip like this was like losing a son.
We have to help him before he does any more damage to others or himself.
Shinno Khan wasn't his usual composed self.
No,
MC said.
we have to kill him.
Whoa, MC's done a bit of a 180 there, hasn't he? Like, he was all like, no, my friend is being controlled.
No, he's definitely a spell. Well.
Kill him. I mean, which one of us is really evil here? That's my question. I think this whole season 2 is going to be me, like, trying to justify Chip's actions. Look, that old lady had it coming, all right? She looked at him funny, so he cut her head off. There were many abandoned warehouses in Tokyo, and this one was spelled incorrectly, different. Is that a little self-referential? Like, there was a lot of abandoned kind of warehouses going on and stuff.
Maybe it is.
Maybe I'm trying to give myself credit.
Yeah, that too.
Really reaching for anything in this season. Like, you know, at least the last episode wasn't that hateful.
There weren't any actual racial slurs in it. So
Chip was just evil, so we got all of that. There were many abandoned warehouses in Tokyo, and this one was no different. It had once been used to slaughter cows and sheep, and the smell of dried animal blood and rotting flesh filled the air. Chip could see why he'd liked hiding hour here.
Who's our?
Chip could see why he liked hiding hour here. It was also dark and dank, more attributes that a vampire might look for in accommodation. Oh, do we think Chip's become a vampire, or is he...
I feel like he's looking for a vampire.
Okay, to be like, hey dude, I'm more evil than you, look.
Yeah. How many old ladies have you killed? 7. Loser.
As Chip weaved through the many parts of broken machinery, he looked around to see if he could spot him. Chip called out, "You know I'm here, so why don't you just come out of hiding?" In the distance of the warehouse's darkness, there was a figure. Chip could see he was cradling a person. The closer Chip got, the more he noticed. It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Chip discovers vision.
First, it was a woman, and then he saw it was a dying woman. He really is discovering vision, isn't he? She tried to lift her arms to cry out for Chip to help her. Half of her throat hung down her chest, and the long-haired vampire licked it up. "Jeez, that's disgusting," Chip said, leering away.
Leering away. It gives the wrong impression there, doesn't it? It's like, oh, that's disgusting, that is. Ugh.
But he's doing it away. Can you leer away?
But, it's like leering away, as in he is leering.
Oh, like, I'm with you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
Okay.
he is evil after all, so I guess he gets off in this stuff now.
I'll do that in a more leering way,
Right.
just so we cover both bases. Jeez, that's disgusting, Chip said, leering away.
Yay.
Do you mind, bro? I'm trying to eat here. Scott replied.
That was a very different Scott voice.
I don't know what Scott's voice is. I can't
It's
remember.
like a surfer bro.
I was what I was going for.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what it was. His voice is going to change. Just get over it, all right?
True. It's character development.
I think that just to get into the... Oh, hello, Scott is back. This is Chip's vampire brother who he
Yep.
let go in season 1.
Yep.
Seemingly they are back together, or... Yeah. But yeah, to get into that kind of Scott voice, I have to do that. Hello, bro!
Yes.
I'll try again. Okay,
Okay.
so... Hello, bro. Hello, bro. Do you mind, bro? I'm trying to eat here. No, it's just... Nice.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe when you're a vampire for a while, your voice changes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm just world building here. It's a known fact.
I mean, we never really got into the fact that Scott is American and Chip isn't, so, you know.
True.
Just think about what you are saying. Louise pleaded with MC. You're talking about killing Chip. Your friend. Our friend. I mean, yeah, it's really changed, because Louise was like, yeah, he definitely pushed her down the stairs. He's the reason I'm in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
And MC was like, no, he's being controlled by a spell. But now it seems to...
Oh, maybe it was an accident if you didn't mean it and stuff.
Maybe he's not actually evil. Yeah, this is what we can call consistent writing.
No,
MC replied.
he has changed. We've all seen it.
You said he was under a spell. What is going on?
Maybe he's accounting for the spell, like he has to kill him anyway because he's too dangerous, even if he's... No, that's too much credit. No.
I mean, they've even explored the option of, like, maybe we can undo the spell. MC's just been like, oh, you know what? No, fuck it, he's evil. I've tidied up all the things he did in the previous episode, and you know what? I think he was evil.
He just finished it, while we was talking, he finished doing the list, like he was writing it down, so... oh, okay. But it's not like he's trying to take over the world, and he hasn't hurt anyone yet.
Jay added. Well, hang on, Jay. I mean, yeah. Oh, we get to that. Okay.
What about Louise? And what about that unprovoked attack on those policemen?
MC asked.
And also the office building and the policewoman.
Yeah. And, like, he threw a pool at Jay. 2 pools at Jay. I mean, that's pretty sinister. Everyone thought for a moment. They pondered their options. MC was pacing up and down the large hallway, waiting for someone to say something.
If you kill Chip,
Shinno Khan began.
then you will be just as bad as him. We are not here to end human life. We are here to help it. That is what we will do with Chip.
Well, I mean...
This is the sort of comic book morality thing.
Yeah. Again, probably taken from Buffy. I think that was probably the case. They were like, yeah, we'll kill any demon, vampire, whatever it is, but a human, oh no. But he's really evil. No, he's human, we can't do it.
It's literally Hitler. He is literally Hitler who's come back to life again. But no, I mean, maybe he's just misunderstood.
I mean, part of me kind of feels like maybe, as well as the angel thing from season 2 of Buffy, I might be ripping off the Faith thing from season 3.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, both Slayers, and, you know, one of them goes a bit evil, and Faith, you know, her reason for turning evil was a bit more kind of complicated and a bit more kind of, you know, psychological and stuff,
Right.
and emotional, so maybe there's hints of that as well.
Did she go hilariously evil?
Sorry, I just was picturing myself as Faith and I got really excited. That's great.
I did too.
Yeah.
And what if he tries to hurt anyone else?
MC quizzed his dead master.
What will we do then?
Shinno Khan thought for a moment. If Chip were to kill a living human being, then he would have to be stopped by any means necessary. So he's pushed Louise down the stairs, and he's beaten a policewoman, 2 policemen, and an office into, like, bloody submission. But because he hasn't quite crossed that line yet, it's okay? Is that
He's a scamp, isn't he?
It was hard for Shinno Khan. How could he have let 3 of his pupils stray away like this? He answered MC. That's a question we raised as well.
I mean, 75% evil is not good. And also, MC's lost his fucking hand too, so, yeah.
Hopefully, that situation will never arise. But if it does...
Louise finished his sentence. Then he'll have to be stopped. Everyone looked glum.
Bit down in the dumps. A little bit dreary, you know. No.
Everyone looked glum and tired, especially MC. But he did not want to rest. He wanted to find Chip now and finish what may ever occur. Shinra-kan could sense MC's feelings, so he quickly diffused the situation.
I recommend we get some rest now and reassess the situation in the morning when we're all feeling...
He paused, not really knowing how to finish what he said.
more focused.
He finally finished what he said. Again, Shinra-kan is telling them to go to bed.
It'll be fine in the morning.
This is going to become a new drinking game. When he appears, when he tells the gang to go to bed.
I can see why Chip turned evil. Yeah, really. I mean,
I want to go to bed whenever I want. He disappeared before the group's eyes.
undrink.
Undrink. Spit out your last drink. MC, Louise and Jay went their separate ways. Louise, with MC's help, went to bed, so I guess they haven't quite gone their separate ways because MC is still with Louise. MC went to try and save the pool table, and MC went to the weapons room to reorganise them.
There's two MCs, clearly. It splits into two. One to help Louise get to bed, the other one to the weapons room.
It's just so Shinra-kan can have his ratio of evil students go
Oh,
slightly
that's right.
lower, so it's saying 20%, or it's 40% good now. MC went to the weapons room to reorganise them. He liked doing that. It helped him think. One of the decisions he had to make was which cabinet did he put the chainsaw in. Feels weird putting a little joke in there when everything's a bit serious and a bit glum at the moment. So, yeah. The mattress was not comfortable at all. There was no telling... no, spelled incorrectly again. There was no telling what stains were on it because they were all very old and dry. Not like the one back at the mansion, but Chip realised he had to make do. Also, I've noticed I've put realised with a Z, you know, that kind of American spelling. I think that's happened quite a lot.
Autocorrect, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. This was his brother's hideout, and he was a guest there, spelt wrong. He had relocated Scott around 2 months ago and had been staying with him the whole time, thinking about the guys and how much he really didn't want to go back. But in time, they would find out why.
So, wait, 2 months have just gone by of Chip hiding out? Or is he saying that Scott had... he was been with the gang...
This is
What?
this is like that season break. So,
okay.
like, Chip was missing for a couple of months, wasn't he? Where he was had that
right.
depression / amnesia,
So he didn't
which I
have
think was a lie. He was lying about his mental illness.
Chip, that's so insensitive.
Really insensitive. Really, that could be really offensive to all the people that have amnesia / depression.
You could say that is quite evil. just to really drive it home.
I mean, I'm just going to say, I am leaning towards more that maybe Chip is evil kind of thing at the moment.
There are hints. There are definitely hints.
He had relocated Scott around 2 months ago and had been staying with him the whole time, thinking about the guys and how much he really didn't want to go back. But in time, they would find out why. Scott sat down at the bottom of his brother's bed and licked a splatter of dried blood out the corner of his mouth. I'm telling you, bro, he said. This vampire business is the dog's bollocks. You sure you don't want a little help? Being a Marlowe's pretty fun. Okay, so I think I've got the voice down, but I have to do that kind of hand
I like the
signal.
little surfer dudes.
Yeah.
Little
It's like the
finger
Hawaiian
thumb
thing,
wave.
isn't it? Like, yeah.
Hang 10, bro.
Okay, so Chip clearly isn't a vampire then, because Scott is suggesting turning him.
Sure.
I like my heartbeat and my solid food a little too much to die just at the moment, but thanks anyway, Chip replied. Scott had offered to turn Chip on many occasions, but he'd always refused. Chip knew that if he was a vampire, then MC would have no problem in staking him, but he had other ideas. He wanted to push MC's mind to the limit, and then some. He's definitely evil.
So we're clear. Putting a line under it. Laminating it. Chip is evil.
That's very committal, but yes. Yep, he said more to himself than Scott. The next few months are gonna be a ball. The brothers started laughing. Quietly at first, but getting louder and louder.
Should we try? Or do you want to do both laughs and then edit them together?
Just put them together.
Overlay them?
Okay.
So, Chip or Scott first?
Would you Chip's laugh first? Because he's got more of a... And then Scott's laugh.
amazing.
Thanks. And now I'll just edit those together. The only people to hear them were two children who lay in a ball, scared stiff in one part of the warehouse. Scott's food and Shinno Khan. What?
So
wait,
Scott is going to eat the kids, and Shinno Khan is also there.
But doesn't this make it seem like Shinno Khan is one of the children?
True, yeah.
The only people to hear them were two children who lay in a ball, scared stiff in one part of the warehouse. Scott's food and Shinno Khan.
Are the kids Shinno Khan?
Is he actually like two kids, like one stood on top of one another with like a big coat on? Doing a racist Japanese accent or Chinese accent.
I'm honestly not sure which one it is.
He was standing outside the warehouse. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Watching Chip in case he made any more moves on the mansion tonight.
I also like how he's like, no, it's fine. He's living with a vampire who's literally going to murder two kids and drink their blood.
Yeah.
But he hasn't killed anyone, so it's fine.
It's fine.
He drove the van outside the school and kidnapped the two kids. But it's fine. He hasn't killed anyone. He's just misunderstood.
That evil laugh, it's fine. It's not too far. Okay, so Shinno Khan knows where Chip is.
Yeah.
He hasn't told MC or Jay or Louise.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, literally there are evil acts taking place. Mm-hmm. But he's not intervening or anything. He's
desperate for Chip to come back to the light side, isn't he?
Do you think it's going to be like one of those things? It's like he has to make this decision himself. We can't force him or
I think it's that Shinno Khan just can't bear that finality of sending MC after Chip.
Yeah, he did say it was like losing a son.
Yeah.
So maybe this is just, he's in pain.
Yeah.
He's in ghost pain. Meanwhile, back in the mansion, MC stared out of his bedroom window and into the black night that swarmed Tokyo. Like most nights, because it's called darkness and it happens, like every day. But also, that's very brooding hero, isn't it? Staring out of a window into the night. What he should be stood on like a gargoyle with a tall building or something.
While it's raining.
Yes, yeah. A wind billowing against his long coat. Many things had been taken from him and his friends lately. The ability to walk, money, and a hand.
The money is the real tragedy, though.
Don't forget the pool table.
Yeah, true.
Now Chip had lost his mind. MC felt as if he might lose his. Could he really kill Chip?
But why would he kill Chip?
Oh, he's evil.
Right,
okay.
Cool, okay.
And that's the end of episode 6. Again, I feel like a lot of emotion's gone into this. I mean, it's probably just all that evil laughing that wore me out, actually, and trying to do Scott's voice. But, yeah, we got a little more insight into kind of Chip a bit and what's happening. Well, no, but
not his reasons, but
No.
what he's been up to at least.
Yeah, he's with his brother again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the last time he saw Scott, he kind of just like, he fought with him and he was going to kill him, but he couldn't bring himself to do it.
Yeah.
Sent him off into the night, and now we know he's kind of been like hiding away, and they've been roommates again.
Yeah.
Or what if they've been sort of top and tail on the crusty old mattress?
I was thinking of like this odd couple sitcom with like evil vampire brother, evil ninja.
We need to write this as a sitcom. But he also makes hints, like he seems to have a plan, because he's going to be like, the next few months they're going to be a ball. Like,
and about torturing MC sort of mentally.
Like breaking him. He's not just out for murder, he wants to kind of mentally break him. So maybe that's just to define him away from like Jack and Lee. They wanted to, I don't know what they wanted to do. They wanted to take over the world. Jack had a plan. Yeah, they wanted to kill the magic.
And they did.
They did, yeah, they blew up the school. Whereas Chip seems to me a bit more like devious.
It's more personal, isn't it? It's not about the world. It's just about MC and Shinno Khan.
He definitely is more faith.
Yeah.
Well, tune in next time for the next episode, which is called Spiked. Mm-hmm. I mean, that could be a reference to Buffy, and actually Spike is going to turn up.
Possibly.
But yes, if you are enjoying Season 2 of How I Ripped Off Buffy the Vampire Slayer, there's some things you can do to help support the show. You can, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can like the video and you can share it with a lot of your friends. If you're on iTunes, it would really, really help us out if you not only rate the show, but come leave us a review as well. Come like us on Facebook. We are How I Ripped Off Podcast, because for some reason I couldn't have Buffy in the title. It wouldn't let me do that. I don't know why still, but maybe because none of the people involved with Buffy wanted to be involved in this whatsoever.
They're jealous.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
jealous.
But yeah, come and check us out on there. We post things on there. We post all the new episodes. They go up every Monday. You can see what we're up to doing that sort of thing, and it just really helps us. And tell a friend, tell them, tell a friend,
tell everyone,
and then
tell people we pass in the street.
Yeah, just throw the episode at them and be like, "Chip's got evil, help!" And we'll see you next time for the next part of this, and we're gonna hopefully find out if Chip is he's evil. He is definitely evil. Definitely evil, and we'll find out why he shouldn't have gone as a child.
2 children.
2 children.